The Davison Bond's new tunnel is making steady progress.
Prom tickets are running out fast and there's only a few left. Be sure to get yours now.
Spring sports are starting back up and the next sport back is lacrosse. DTV News starts right now.
If you haven't bought your prom tickets yet, your time to get one is running out fast. Good afternoon, Davison. I'm Brooklyn Woofter.
And I'm Cami Abenaj. There are less than 20 prom tickets left, and if you don't have one, you won't be able to go to prom once they're sold out. Tickets are $80 a piece, and you can get one from Miss Abenaj in room 212 before and after school or during a lunch.
If you're planning to bring an outside guest with you, you should purchase their tickets as soon as possible and turn in their guest forms into the main office by the end of school on April 14th.
Construction is still going on outside today, and we wanted to spotlight it to see what the progress is looking like. The awning at the west entrance of the school is taking shape. This is the start of what will be the new main entrance of the school. You may have also noticed more of a structure to the future hallway that will connect the high school and the alt building. This is all part of the bond that was passed back in 2020.
Next week marks the start of the testing at DHS and the schedule is out. Tests will kick off on Wednesday, April 13th with the SAT for juniors and the seniors who have not taken the test yet. Freshmen, sophomores, and then seniors who have not taken the test will not have to attend school that day. Work keys will be the next Thursday, April 14th, as well as the PSAT for freshmen. All students will attend their first through third hours and will not have to arrive to school until 11:30. Friday will be a much needed day after all those tests. Monday, April 18th for sophomores and juniors have testing. Juniors, make sure to bring your charged Chromebook. Freshmen and seniors will come to school at 11:30 and all students will attend their 4 through 6 hours. All testing throughout the week will start at 7:25 and lunch will be provided Thursday and Monday to all the students.
Students enrolled in Spanish 3, Spanish 4, or AP Spanish next year have the opportunity to take a trip to Puerto Rico. An informational meeting will be held in the choir room at 5:15 this Thursday, April 7th. If you're interested in going, make sure to attend this meeting.
Coming up in sports, Nora Bradley has the latest updates on all the spring sports.
And will the weather allow those spring sports? Maddox Bissett has everything you need to know.
I've been involved with sports my entire life. Coached high school sports for nearly 40 years. 4 years ago, I left the sidelines and I jumped back on the field to become a referee. Without refs, there are no games at all. Referees are crucial in keeping the kids safe, the game fair, and the sport everlasting. I'm Greg Moriarty, and I ref high school sports.
I got Jimmy Collins on the slam.
The boys lacrosse had their first game the day before we left for spring break. I'm Nora Bradley, and this is DTV Sports. Thursday, March 24th, the boys lacrosse team had their first game at Waterford Kettering. They won the game having a score of 10-6, with Braden Parrott and Parker Mountain both having hat tricks. This was their revenge game from last year when the boys lost 10-8. Heading to the girls' side, they had their season opener game. The girls took a trip to face Oxford. The girls fell short to the Wildcats 14-8 and are looking to bounce back tonight at their first home game. The color guard was at Saginaw Valley State University Saturday, and with only being a young team with one senior, they placed third in their state finals, with this being their furthest they have ever been. Good job to all of our color guard members, and good luck to the team next year. The high school cheerleading tryouts will be held on June 7th and the 8th at Collins Field, located at the middle school between 3 and 5. To sign up for tryouts, use the QR code on your screen to check out the daily announcements. There will be an informational Zoom meeting on May 23rd. To get the invite for that, email maryannsherrod@gmail.com. Be sure to follow their page on Facebook and to get your daily tips for tryouts. You can find them by searching Davison Cheerleading. We have a breaking update today. The baseball games that will at 4 today are canceled due to field conditions. With that, let us see what sports are coming up. On Thursday, the softball team is looking to defend their nest at 4 against the Birch Run Panthers. The baseball team is taking a trip to Altamont High School, going against the Raiders at 4. And the girls' tennis team is heading to Brandon Courts to take on the Blackhawks at 4. The boys' lacrosse team will be holding their own against Grand Ledge right here at home at 7. As you can see, the weather can make takeaway games, and we will be keeping you updated with more game cancellations. Well, that's all I've got for sports. Hey, Maddox, will the other sports need to be worried about their games being canceled?
Nora, it'll be raining off and on for the rest of the week, so they definitely should keep an eye out for cancellations. Good afternoon, Davison. My name is Maddox Bissett, and let's go right into your weather. So for today, there's going to be a noticeably warmer high with a high of 55 and a low of 41 with some partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, we have more of those spring showers with a high of 50 and a low of 39 with rain. On Thursday, it dries back out, but it's still gloomy with a high of 48 and a low of 34. And then on Friday, unfortunately, no one wants to hear this, but it's going to snow again with a high of 46 and a low of 31. Now, as we take a look outside, there's really no wondering why the baseball game was canceled for today, because you can see lots of visible puddles of water around the outsides of the field and around the bases. Today is really just not a good day to play on the field. With a current temperature of 41 degrees and a wind only out of the east-northeast at 1 mile per hour, it is noticeably warmer and nicer outside than it was at this time yesterday. Even though we are in early April, it is still a good idea to slow down on the roadways because it is still pretty chilly outside and more snow is on the way. That's all for me on weather. I'll send it back to the desk.
DTV has a Twitter for all things Davison sports, from game cancellations to game highlights, all the way to interviews with the star players. DTV has you covered. Head on over and follow us at DTV Sports 1 to keep up to date with everything sports. If you want to be featured in any of the daily newscasts with those game highlights, be sure to tag us.
So I'm really bummed that the baseball game got canceled today. Like, it was their season opener, and the weather wasn't permitting.
Yeah, I'm bummed too.
Well, yeah, hopefully the weather permits. Hopefully next week is a lot better because this week still looks really rainy for us.
Yeah, that's it from us, Davison. Have a great day.